Hello. Big Cheds, Big Cheds. You know what the deal is. We're here to have some fun. We're just hanging out. It's no big deal. We're just hanging out. I'm Big Cheds on Twitter. Of course, you know me from there. And this is part of the quick market update series on YouTube. I do 10, 15-minute updates. If you're looking for longer, serious analysis, I do that on Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. I do it twice a week, full market report. So go ahead and check that out. I have a lot of great free learning stuff. It's kind of what I do. Most of what I do is free. I teach professional TA, technical analysis, Japanese candlestick theory, classical charting. Check out the Masterclass tutorial playlist. I've published 3 books. 4th one is on the way. Check out all that jazz. I get a couple tweets. I figured I'll scroll through my timeline. That's what I like to do on these little updates. I scroll through my timeline. Look for stuff to talk about, and that's what we'll do. Bitcoin's looking spicy. We're not surprised, of course, because we study technical analysis. We understand trends tend to continue. We bought at the neck baseline while everyone else was freaking out about the losses of the MA50. We understand if we're bearish that we have to take a long and abandon a bear thesis if the right shoulder breaks. That's all super standard, pretty basic stuff. We've gone over that. So if you're watching right now, thanks for hanging out. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to send a comment in the chat, it's subscriber only. Just hit subscribe, and then let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you're from. You know, how you're doing, and then try to give me some good topics for discussion. I like to, these are kind of variety shows. I like to find good topics of discussion in the chats. So let's do, you know, please just say hi, give me a comment. I'll start out by talking about a couple things here. ADA, we talked about ADA strength last night. I talked about ADA's flexing along on a second level break. What does this mean, Cheds? So what's the second level? This is last night. It was at 98 cents. And I think I talked about this. Maybe it's Bitcoin Live, maybe here. Hard to keep track. But ADA was flexing along. Why is it flexing along? Well, it's a bullish move up and a consolidation. And we have the descending supply trend break. Again, remember, there's no line. It's just a trend. So you have a break of the descending supply trend. And then the second level filter, which is the lower high break. Why does that matter? Well, what you want to be doing is avoiding doing this, where you have a downtrend, and then it kind of like breaks. Let me do it a little bit better than that. So you have a downtrend, okay? And here's your downtrend. And then let's say it breaks this downtrend, and you go long in that. The problem is trends will tend to continue. So you might just retest the downtrend line all the way down. If you wait for a lower high break, you have a better chance of riding momentum. That's your second level filter, right? The descending supply trend break and then the lower high break. You got that on ADA. So you're pretty straight up technique. You're already long off of that. You're doing really well. It's already at 108. So very nice follow through on that. So that was me last night talking about flexing long. And then here's an update. ADA strength looking pretty good. Sol is firming up nicely. Definitely some strength on Sol. Held on the deeper support here, did not hold in that kind of minor high around 200, but held right around 180, 185 where it needed to, and now with a break again of the descending supply trend break. That's firming up nicely. A lot of green in the market. The market is strong. Ethereum, big spot, underside 3,500. Doge, big spot, underside lost support. And Bitcoin's just chilling, right? We understand as students of technical analysis that most reversal patterns fail. It's a quote-unquote head and shoulders, but it's not at that until it completes. Most reversal patterns fail. Invalidation the right shoulder or confirmation on the neck baseline. That's all pretty straightforward. Anything else interesting to talk about? XRP, whatever, XLM. I talked about, this is crazy. This is back at 94K. Sentiment was so bad, and I put out a little tweet. If I had told you 6 months ago sentiment would be this bad at 94K, you wouldn't believe me. And it's a weird market that people are really, maybe just too many new market participants. They don't understand trends need to consolidate for them to continue. So this is right back here, and everyone's freaking out, and sentiment's so bad. But I love this market. It's a beautiful market. Things are super strong. So that's my riff. Let's say hi to the chat. Hopefully the audio is working well, because I haven't even looked at the chat room yet. I don't have a moderator. It's just me quick market update. Let's start up from the top. What's up, Dixon? Ayodeji, Party, Chocolate, what's up? Matt, Dreamer, Matthias. Good to see all you folks. I love to see, and Peter, and all these names of folks keep coming back. So thanks for hanging out. So I'm having a great, hey, Louis says, I hope you're having a great 2025. I am. Thank you. So let's see. Let's look for some good questions, some good trading questions. Matthias, following your Twitter. There you go. Appreciate you, buddy. You know, I do Bitcoin Live for serious analysis, twice a week. I haven't missed a report in like 7 years, but most of what I do is free and I want to give back. And that's why I've got the YouTube. That's why I'm so active on Twitter. But if you want more, you know where to find me. Can I talk about divergence on Bitcoin? Captain Sky, what divergence? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no divergence. There is no divergence. The on-balance volume confirms the trend. You have a little bit of hidden bullish divergence with the RSI, a little bit. But pretty much, it's for the most part, things are confirming the trend. I don't know what divergence you're talking about, Captain. If you're talking about RSI is a bounded oscillator. Use that for continuation divergence, not regular divergence. It's a mistake a lot of people make. I go over that in the Masterclass tutorial. So I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Let's see. I'm looking for good questions. So, you folks, I want to see some good trading questions. DYOR, I bought your book. Assuming you're talking about trading wisdom, I published 3 books. But I bought your book. It's helped me a lot, and a recommendation for many new people. Thank you. Would be nice to know why you have these SMA in your chart. Well, again, it's interesting. It sounds like some of you folks have not watched the Masterclass tutorial playlist. I go over every single moving average I use, my setup in the chart, why I use it, why I use volume, how to use it. Simple moving average, it's equally weighted. Use that for longer term price action like the 50 and the 200, also the middle Bollinger. Exponential moving averages, more price weighting for the most recent candle, the 8 and the 34. I've done this all for you. You folks need to step through the door. I've built the house. I've opened the door. You have to walk through the door and watch the tutorial playlist. This is the best free alpha on YouTube for trading. Nothing comes close to this. And if you haven't watched it, highly recommend you watch it. Sui ripping. Somebody says, yeah, Sui looks pretty strong. Sui's looking pretty good, pressing towards range peak. That is good. Do I think so? T Chicken Pig says, do I think that CRV goes to $6 or higher? I mean, isn't it like in the dollar range? That's a weird question. $6 or higher, it's a 6x from here. Nobody can guess that. I don't know. There's nothing you can do with that. I think you've got a decent chance to push up towards the $253 range, but thinking about $6 to me is way too soon. Way, way, way too soon. Weekly trend is flat. We're just breaking out of a base in CRV. You've got plenty of local or recent momentum, but you got to be way more disciplined than to be thinking about $6. We're at $1, right? You want to follow trends. Focusing on targets will numb you and will take your eye off the ball. Focusing on what the price is doing now, the information it's giving you. Even thinking about $6, I think, is a mistake. Don't think that far ahead. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Do I think ETH BTC's bottomed? That's a good question. Probably not. Probably not, because every little reversion's rolled over. There's no real until we flip over 0.04, then I'll start to think about it bottoming. But no, I think it's probably not bottomed. It probably will reject here, either a little bit higher at 0.38 or 0.04. So I'd say no. Most likely, Ethereum versus Bitcoin is not bottomed, right? 65-70% likely to have not bottomed. Cheds, I'd like to help translate Masterclass using AI to check in go for it, man. Do your thing, brother. Relevance of daily MA50 on Bitcoin right now, irrelevant. No relevance. Not important. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have really and I've went off in this in the last several updates. You have really well-defined local support 92K. It doesn't matter what happens with the MA50 as long as local demand holds. And we're in a very well-defined consolidation range where bulls have stepped in and where bears have tried to push the price down. You have an overhead trigger on a right shoulder invalidation, and you've got the local support 91, 92K zone. MA50 doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So the importance is zero, right? That's the relevance is 0 right now. Let's see. Let's see what everyone else has to say. Have I seen Bonk? Sure. I usually don't do this many requests, but I'll do a couple more and then we'll roll here. If I don't think Bonk has been that strong, but I'll take a look. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It's not a great looking chart. It's trying to do something, but I think this is the worst chart we've looked at today so far, without a question. So it's not a great looking chart. It's still in this price base. Really needs to improve before you start thinking about it as a long. It's an underperformer. I don't like it. There's way better stuff in the market. Okay. So Joshua asked me, it's a good question. Joshua asked me, sorry to repeat the question. It's okay. I probably don't see your questions. I don't have a moderator. It's just me. I'm hanging out. What are the coming options expirations affect TA considerations? It doesn't. It's just irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. If that matters, you'll see it in the price, right? Focus on the price. The people who know about the options expirations are interacting with the price right now and the supply and demand. Focus on the four corners of the chart and what's in front of you. I literally never look at options expirations, and you see how good I am with Bitcoin. I just don't care about that stuff. And you don't need to. You need to have a simpler approach. So for other traders who maybe they're better than me, great. Let them do their thing. I do my thing. I just literally don't care about options expirations. It does not matter. Okay? It literally does not matter. Are you keeping an eye on AI agents? No. Martwan asked, no. I really am not. If there's something that's something that's an altcoin that is most people can trade, I'll tweet about it. With price history, I'll tweet about it. I don't mess around with the new stuff, the come and go, the flimsy stuff. There's other people to follow for that, right? I deal with the like legitimate TA stuff, price trend analysis, something with history, something you can work with and get an edge with to manage your risk because there's a trend. Okay, I don't mess around with all that newer stuff. Folks, thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up here. There's a part of the quick market update series on YouTube. You really got to make sure you watch my Masterclass tutorial playlist. These are quick reports. If you're looking for more in-depth analysis, I do a twice a week full market report, of course, at Bitcoin Live. Check me out on Twitter. You know I'm there. Folks, I'm sorry that this is quick. These are short. I'm sure you want to hear more. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do another one there. But until then, have a great Friday. Enjoy yourself. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope my voice is reaching you and making you feel better. I hope you're enjoying life, you're learning, and you're doing well. And be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and we will talk soon, all right? Big Cheds out. Hold on a second. 1 second. Tim Tower, can you go over your indicators and how to find them in TradingView? I just literally spent like a couple of minutes in this video telling you to watch the Masterclass tutorials. I literally go over my entire setup. And folks, like, you're not going to succeed unless you do the minimum. And the minimum is watching the great education I have available for you. You have to watch these playlists. I explain my entire setup, how to use volume, candlestick basics, classical charting basics, trade identification. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy here. Folks, like, you got to watch the Masterclass tutorials. Tim, watch the tutorial. I've already done that. I've done this stuff for you. That's the whole point, brother. Take advantage of what's out there, all right? Take care, folks.